Hey, you want to go make some compost? Sick. So today's plan, we're going to be building a compost system, and this is something that we've been lacking ever since we moved out here, is our own fresh compost. And so behind me is a pile of dirt right next to the chicken coop, and I'm going to be leveling that out, and that's where our bin is going to go. It's going to be a pretty big bin because we end up always using a ton of compost every spring, and if we don't have to bring it in, that would be such a game changer for us. And if we can make our own, use our own food scraps, our own dead plants, etc., things like that, that would be such a game changer for us. So with Gus's help, Gus's supervision today, we are going to build this system. The first thing I have to do is clear some of this dirt out. All right, we got the first wall done. What do you think, Goose? Good? Wow, that good, really. Wow, he likes it that much, that's amazing. So first wall done, I'm gonna go dig a trench for the second wall here, and then this is gonna go up actually a lot faster than I thought, and the majority of the work is just gonna be clearing out that dirt right there. So here we go, second wall coming up. All right, what do you think? We got the two walls done. Does Gus approve?
Gus approves.
Gus
Looks
approves? Good.
A little crooked.
A little crooked, but it's all recycled stuff, so
Say hi.
it's not gonna be perfect. Say hello to the YouTube world,
We're
Goose.
gonna go get his bucket hat on.
Yeah. You know what's really funny is he'll probably be playing in this just as much as the chickens will.
Someday. I hope no.
No?
Yucky.
Yeah, you're right. So you may be wondering, why are we investing in time and effort this year into making our own compost? Well, compost is the lifeblood of soil. It's what turns dirt into soil. It's what puts organic materials, organic nutrients back into the dirt, turning it into soil, making it healthy soil, which turns into healthy vegetables, healthy produce, which ultimately turns into a healthy you. So it's worth the time to invest in a good compost system. And how ours is gonna work is, because we're not in a rush this year to get compost, we have all of our beds filled, we brought in compost this year, so we're not in a rush to get it good and ready. We're gonna let this sit over the course of the summer, over the course of the fall, even the course of the winter, and by next year, we are hopefully gonna have a few yards worth of compost. As the summer progresses, we'll have more materials to throw into the compost. In the fall then, we'll have some leaves, we'll have animal bedding when we clean out the coop. So the accumulation of all of these organic materials added to the compost in the right ratio is what's going to give us that black gold next year. What is the right ratio of things, you might be asking? Well, the general best practices are about 1-to-3 ratio of greens to browns. So things in the greens category would be your veggie scraps, would be your eggshells, would be coffee grounds, would be animal manure, things that are really high in nitrogen. And then on the brown side are your things that are high in carbon, things like leaves, things like animal bedding, things like hay, straw, paper, cardboard. If it looks green, it's probably a green. If it looks brown, it's probably a brown. And in the right ratio, given enough time, given the right moisture levels, that is going to break down in the natural process of decomposition or composting. And that's what's going to give the lifeblood of the soil that every gardener needs. A few of the other benefits to having compost is that it's going to be an excellent water retainer for your garden beds, for your garden. Think of compost as kind of a sponge. It's a much more porous material. It gives structure to the soil. And with that space and structure, it's gonna help your plants, help your beds, help wherever your garden is. It's gonna help it retain water better. What's that? Gus says it also cuts down on waste. When you are able to throw your veggie scraps, your eggshells, your coffee grounds, whatever organic materials it is, it's gonna cut down naturally on waste. And I would love to know how much of our yearly garbage disposal is products, things that could be composted. If we were able to cut down on a lot of waste, what would that do to us? What would that do to our society? Something worth thinking about. You know, there's all sorts of ways to compost. The way we're doing it is just the lazy man's way, kind of set it and forget it. We'll be turning it every few days or so, but that's only because we don't need to have it right away. If you're someone that wants compost within, I've heard of people getting good compost within less than a month even. It's gonna be a much higher maintenance. It's gonna require much more input on your end as far as turning it, making sure the water levels are always good, making sure the exact ratio is spot on. But for us lazy people out here, we don't like to make things complicated, so set it, forget it, turn it every once in a while, give it a little water every once in a while, and let nature take its course. So if you compost, let me know in the comments down below, what is your system like? Is it kind of like this? Is it set it, forget it? Do you have bins? Do you have those rotating containers? Let me know in the comments below, what do you do to compost in your garden? Thank you guys for watching. My name is Austin. This is Gus. And this is the Cypress and Sparrow Homestead. We are on a mission to be as self-sufficient as we can, mainly through the production and growing of our own food. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.